This is Hino's Sport, bringing you that heat, and therefore we keeping a foot on the what on the X. We keeping a foot on the what on the X. Now let's talk about it, man. Floyd Money Mayweather. The hate for this guy, man, is too real. The level of polarization that Floyd Mayweather deals with is ridiculous. He has every right to say that Vasily Lomachenko is not on his level. Those are facts. Those are cold-hearted, unadulterated, and cutthroat truth-telling facts. But what we're not going to do is we're not going to lie also on Loma and say that it was a Loma thing, when we know in actuality it was a Bob Arum thing. Because Bob Arum had a personal disdain for Floyd Money Mayweather, just like folks are taking shit personal with Hino's Sport. And what people have to understand is this shit is not personal, man. It's about telling you the cold-hearted, unadulterated, and cutthroat truth-telling fashion. Logic over bias. The bottom line is this. We have to ask ourselves underlying and undercurrent truths here. Floyd Mayweather has Gervonta Tank Davis in the best shape of his life. Gervonta Tank Davis is dedicated and focused. So if Floyd wants to sidebar conversation to say that Loma's not on his level and gloat because of the outcome of Loma versus Lopez, he has every right to do that. He's TBE. He's done everything in this respective genre of this respective sport for him to earn that, for him to merit that. And who are we to sit here and say that he can't do that? This guy's given the sport everything. And upon him, because he's the pristine forefather, PBC have been built. And if it wasn't for his pristine forefather ability, PBC would not be where PBC is at. Floyd is polarized. Hino's Sport has to deal with it at his level of polarization. He's polarized. As you guys see, you turn on your local YouTube channel, motherfuckers good, bad, or the ugly, they talking about Hino's Sport, but they don't understand. Like NWA say, all publicity is what? Good publicity. Let me say it again, all publicity is what? Good publicity. So when you're talking about Hino's Sport, you're actually talking about the brand. It's a brand. And when you talk about Hino's Sport, you're brandizing Hino's Sport. Your dodo head, your brain full of mush, and your brainwashed followers. This is what people don't get. And that's what they're doing with Floyd when they talk about Floyd in a negative light. Talk about him in a positive light. Talk about what he's doing with Gervonta Tank Davis, how Gervonta Tank Davis is dedicated and focused. Talk about how Gervonta Tank Davis is living at Floyd's house. Talk about how Gervonta Tank Davis is eating, therefore sleeping, and therefore shitting fucking boxing. This man made weight. He was 134.5 pounds. Correct me if I'm right or wrong in the comment section. 134.5 pounds over 2 weeks out, but prior to him actually having his fight on holla fucking ween against Leo Santa Cruz, who he's going to literally take 5 years off of his boxing career. This is a dedicated and a focused Gervonta Tank Davis. This is a Gervonta Tank Davis that Floyd put under his wings and said, you stay at my house, you're going to get your faculties together, because Leo Santa Cruz is a busy fighter, so he's going to try to take your ass to deep waters. But if we have you in your best fucking shape, he can't see you in the ring. Hino's Sport told you guys, Gervonta Tank Davis is Mike Tyson's power meets Roy Jones Jr.'s athleticism sprinkled with the pull counter ability of Floyd Money Mayweather. That's what he is at his truest and his most properest levels. But Floyd got him like that. Floyd got him in the right mind. So give Floyd credit. Don't call us Floyd fucking sheep or Flomos. Give fucking Floyd credit. This guy's so polarized, man. Because people want to be like him. They're hot and bothered like grits. They're insecure and miserable, you know what, in their lives, and they want to be like Floyd. Just like people are hot and bothered like grits, insecure and miserable, you know what, in their lives, and want to be like Hino's Sport. Just because Hino's Sport completely canned you off of the platform, that doesn't mean that you have to sit here and continue to showcase your hot and botheredness like grits in itself. Because that's the thing with people, they're hot and bothered like grits. Be the obedient Robin. Don't be a reject Robin. Woo! What I said was so deep and profound. Let me let that marinate in the corpus callosum and in the cerebellum. Hear me? Hear me? Fucking well. Be an obedient Robin. Don't be a reject Robin. And if you obey, then Batman will make sure he say good soldier. Good fucking soldier. But in this case, the ship has sailed. See, people like to believe lies. People like to believe Rudy Poo and Plum Plum Brain stuff. Classic Goat and Troglodyte stuff. Ultra fanboy with the ultra fanboy rhetoric stuff. But Hino's Sport has been consistent and authentic as you know what. Hino's Sport has been consistent on his shit. And yes, everyone that has something that belongs to them, like Hino's Sport has his platform. Floyd Mayweather has what he's built up. You're going to control it. because it's your baby. But at the same time, you're going to be loyal to those that are loyal to you. And you're going to respect those that respect you. That's just the way shit rolls. That's how life rolls. And what's happening is you have a whole bunch of people who couldn't get on with Floyd. So they want to pop at Floyd every single time they get. Let Floyd have his moment. Let him gloat at the fact that Vasily Lomachenko's not on his level. But that's calling a spade a spade. That's keeping it real. That's keeping it 100. That's keeping it a buck. That's basically saying, no shit, Sherlock. That's exactly what it is. Because he is TBE. He is the best ever. He is a great fighter. He is the best defensive savant we've ever seen in boxing. His skills is there to pay the fucking bills. And if Floyd Mayweather says that Vasily Lomachenko is not on his level, who the fuck am I and who the fuck are you to say otherwise? See, this is the problem with boxing fans. And Gervonta Tank Davis said it best. Boxing has a bunch of fucking trolls. Because they take shit personal. It's not fucking personal. It's business as usual. Let me say it again. It's not personal. It's business as usual. And just like he knows the sport is misunderstood, Floyd Mayweather is misunderstood. But people don't understand. I'm always going to be misunderstood. And Floyd is always going to be misunderstood. Because where I'm going, not too many people can go there. That's why the misunderstanding is happening. It's not because of some fuck shit. It's not because of some sneaky shit. It's not because of some snakery shit. It's because of real shit. And what people have to understand is when you say you're a true alpha extraordinaire governed by true alpha economics, you have to lay on your pick and double down on that bad boy with confidence and fortitude, especially when you have the cold-hearted, unadulterated, cutthroat, truth-teller fashion behind it. Floyd has that in his boxing resume. He knows the sport has that in comprehensive research and comprehensive study instead of selective research and selective study. It's not personal for me. I don't lose sleep at night because my fighter didn't do what they were supposed to, or a fighter that I'm adverse didn't do what they're supposed to. That's what other people do. And when we say keep the foot on the neck, it's not a relative term, it's a universal term. So when we say keep the foot on the what? On the necks. When we say keep the foot on the what? On the necks. Then that's exactly what the fuck it is. Keep the foot on the necks. It's a universal term, whether you like it or not. And that's the same thing with Floyd Money Mayweather. Whether you like him or not, Floyd Mayweather is justified in saying what the fuck he wants to say. So if he wants to do a sidebar conversation and gloat, who the fuck are we to say that he can't gloat? Because that's the cold-hearted, that's the unadulterated, and that's the cutthroat truth-teller fashion. I keep the foot on the what? Next. In this instance, Floyd Mayweather kept the foot on the what? Next. This is He Knows the Sport. Checking out.